What's going on, everybody? ChumpChangeXD here. Hopefully you're all staying healthy and having a great day. In this video, we got some new things I want to open and try out on this custom built grow tent, as you guys saw us just do. So basically, I got the insulated ductwork, a little more expensive than the normal stuff because it holds in the heat a lot better than the actual like thin walled aluminum stuff. But I went ahead and I got some air conditioner heating vent, which is I believe for like the back side of a standalone AC. One of those ones that just like kind of chill in the middle of the room and they have a tube out the back. So this is a 6-inch duct tube. It's supposed to be 8 feet long and it's like an accordion style. It's plastic, I believe. I don't think it's metal, but I guess we'll find out in a second. So I want to open these up, and then this should be a stronger fan to replace the small Home Depot one. Yeah, you guys can't really see, but we'll be disconnecting that real soon. So either way, let's yeah, I want to try to see what is in this box. Put this on the ground. It's a lot easier down here. All right, so here she is. Took me 2 hands to get this thing out of the box, so I had to put the camera down for a second. But so on the back side of this fan, as you can see, it's got like a mounting bracket. So that's the main reason I bought this. So I basically want to screw it to the top there, the plate that the insulated stuff is currently going over, and then that will support the new AC ducts that we just got. So now this is just a 6-inch inline fan. So this unit is 402 CFMs, with kind of an odd number, but it's 402 CFMs and the power takes 50 watts at 2,500 RPM. So I guess it says this thing's built for continuous use. I believe it was right around $70. I'll leave a link in the description below to this unit if you guys want to try it out. And like I said, I want to just screw that to the wall and hopefully have the ductwork work right up to it. So let's pull these down. And I cannot wait to build the new studio. It's been killing me. This lighting in here is just driving me absolutely insane. So my apologies. Alright, so just as I thought, it is not metal, it's a plastic, but it's like shiny on the inside and black on the outside, which I liked. Because as you guys can see, I have a bunch of soundboard on the ceiling. So let's open this up and let's try to install this and see how she works. So there it is, the good old accordion style. I'm excited about that mounting to the wall so it can hold the weight of this thing just sagging. So I'll also leave a link in the description below to this stuff. So now let's, I guess, rip this apart because I need to try to obviously put it in place of this. So lift this up. I feel like I should stop the miner. All right. I'm not going to stop the miner. I'm going to see. Hopefully the cards don't overheat, but I need to untape this, so I'm gonna need 2 hands for it. So I'm gonna put the camera down for a second. I'm just gonna unplug the unit, disconnect it, and then basically just have to pull this back because that's kind of a pain. All right, so she's removed, and I can already feel the heat just radiating out of this thing. It's absolutely insane. So I gotta get this thing hooked up fairly quick. So I gotta cut the duct tape off now and remove the fan, and then I'll hook up the new tube to it, and then we will screw in the fan. Give me 1 second. All right, done and done. All disconnected, unplugged. So now we have a perfectly clean fitting to attach to. So now I gotta take a piece of that foam down and see if I can get the fan here to actually fit. I think that's as wide as a 2x4. So, oh man, I gotta take this all apart. All right, so interesting. This mounting bracket is like riveted to the reducer fittings that come off the actual fan itself. So I have to unscrew those two screws to release the clamp to separate this from the fan itself, and then I think that will basically make a void in the middle so we can screw to the wall and then stuff the fan back in there. Pretty neat. Look at that, just a shiny red. That's cool. All right, so let's take this apart and we'll see how to do it. All right, so I just grabbed the screw gun. Okay, apparently you got to take them all the way off. So there you have it. Apparently it does come apart, and that is how you mount it. So now the challenge is going to be putting it back together, because the nut for this one flew over here. This little square guy. All right, so she's all screwed up. As you guys can see, I only have 2 screws in there, just because it's the only way I could get the perfect angle I needed. Honestly, I should buy a 90 to put on this side, but I'm just gonna roll with it as is. So I gotta get this thing connected. Also, real quick pointer, spin the fan and you can tell which way the air is gonna go, just so you could feel it. So the fan blowing that way. So I want to have this part of the fan on the right side of that when I hook it up. So let me throw this in there real quick and then we'll hook up the tubes, because she's getting toasty. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that was absolutely terrible to do by yourself. So these little square nuts are horrible to try to put on by yourself. So suggest definitely having someone else hold the middle part up for you so you don't have to fight it like I did. I actually want to plug this in real quick and see how good it works. So plug it in there. Right now she's off. She's off right now. Just turned it to max. Oh wow. Yeah. I'm sure you guys can hear it. Yeah, that's gonna work way better. So gonna unplug that. All right, I gotta hook this thing up because it's getting hot down here again. So give me a second, let me get these tubes in. We gotta hose clamp those onto each side of the fan and to each fitting, the one coming out of the tent and the one going through the window. All right, there we have it, check it out. So this being 8 feet long was absolutely all over the place. As you guys can see right there, this needed to be bunched up. I was going to take a piece of PVC that I had laying around, and I was actually going to lay it across the top and tape it to it for a little strength, but I found some zip tape that I had kicking around. This is like a weatherproofing tape to go around windows and stuff, and it's actually super wide. So what I did was I pulled it really tight and then I just taped around it and cut it off. So it basically shortened it up to the perfect size so it's not expanding as the fan blows, because the faster I made it, the longer this got. I couldn't wait to turn it on camera because the cards were just getting too hot. So right now I can actually feel the AC coming from like my actual main part of the house towards me right now, which is excellent. Now I know it's not going to be too hot down here. So the next thing I need to check is the tent itself. I want to try to close it up, and I want to see how hot these cards get, or if it actually helps them stay cooler. One side zipped. All right, so now she's all closed up. I want to see how hot these cards get with this thing shut. So right now we're at about 61, 62, and high 50s. So I guess let's see. We'll just wait a few minutes. And to be honest, I don't even have this actually made down to this can be lifted right off. And I do want to say one thing about this vent right here. These actually will not disperse too much heat because they are actually double layered, to my surprise. So I definitely recommend going with this type of material for exhaust piping versus doing the insulated stuff that I showed you guys previously. I didn't know that this was double walled at the time. All right, it's been about a minute. We're at about 63. So if it gets too much hotter, I don't want to go into the 70s. If it gets up to 67, 68, fine, I'll deal with that. But if it gets much hotter than that, I don't want to be running it closed. I'll just open it back up. So let's see what happens. All right, if you guys can see how tight this plastic actually is now, I pushed the cardboard down so only a little bit of the filter is showing, and I actually pushed it down the same way on the other side, so the negative pressure inside this tent is a lot greater than it was, and that is absolutely helping with the cooling. All right, so here we are about a half hour later, 8:21. As you guys can see, the temperature's actually dropped a little bit, so I am beyond happy with this outcome. This fan is definitely the way to go, regardless of the tubing. I mean, either tubing would have worked, but that other stuff we got that I actually threw over there for now is just, at this moment, just a waste of money. It was like $50 or so. I think it was 47, 48. But yeah, right around 50 bucks for that tubing. This stuff was like, I think it was like $8 for each one, so about $16. And then the fan, right around $70. And this fan right here that we just ripped out was, I think, right around 50 if I'm not mistaken. So realistically, this setup right here actually costs less and works 10 times better. And I'm not gonna lie, it's so much cooler in this office than it even was right before the start of this video. So I am so happy about that. So this card right here, I think I'm gonna do some overclock testing on it during hump day hashing, and I will release a shortened version of that video on Thursday, but you guys stay tuned for that. And yeah, I mean, I'm just super happy I got this grow tent thing figured out. So I totally blame this on the hobbyist miners. So that's a HIVEOS Sun grow tent that I actually just got in alongside the fan and ductwork. So I think at a later date I'll set this one up. Cost comparison, without the fan and everything, this tent costs me just about as much as this tent. So take that for what it is. It just takes a lot more labor and love to build that kind versus this HIVEOS Sun that we have right here. So I guess we will see how good the quality of this thing actually is once I get to build it. So guys, I appreciate you all for watching. I'm super pumped that this thing's working great. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys during hump day hashing, and we will get this card tested up. Peace.